and move to you and make your life hell. I've seen it with my own eyes. You had to do certain things just to survive. You think I don't need protection too? What's that?
I mean, look.
What's that? Now, if I go to a white person's ends, and behave the same way that these people behave in my area, you know what they're gonna call me? A thug, a tyrant, a beast, a monster, a man that's got no remorse, no feelings, nothing. Doesn't care about humanity. These are the labels that's gonna come to me, innit?
But almost, that's what they're creating in these systems. In if it's not like, say, a white or an affluent area, and it's like a ghetto or hood, whatever you want to call it, or just ends, then they are creating monsters. Like, you have to accept it. They are, now you might not want to be that, or you're not born to be that, but you're pushed. You are now that because you need to survive. I get it, but how long is that gonna last? How long is that gonna be accepted? How long is that gonna be the norm? Like, when are people in that situation gonna wake up and say, you know what, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not gonna succumb. I'm not gonna fall for what you want me to fall for. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Like, there needs to be some kind of like leader or some kind of I'm not saying like a youth club or anything like that, because a lot of them things, they don't work. Like, they keep children off road, but then when they're closed, they're gonna go back on road, or they don't get funded enough or whatever. There needs to be literally like almost a school system. Like, if I had money, I'd open a school. I think some things in the works with people who do have money, but there needs to be a school where they can take children who come from a poor background. I'm not too fussy in terms of what your skin color is. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're in that life, you're in that life. Take them, feed them, clothe them, educate them, let them be confident, and then off you go into that life. Because right now, man, it's like, when will it stop? Like, all right, so you got out, so you want to focus on something positive, okay? But what about others?
Fam, do you know what it is? I think we used to have what you're talking about. Like, America used to have that in the Black Panther movement.
America's fucked,
bruv. That's what. Like, we're like 10 years behind what America is.
It's now.
Like, we've always been like that. Have you not noticed? Like, the way their system is so mash up, and the type of violence and the scenarios that the young black people go through. It's like 40 people in Chicago. It's like 40 black on black crime. So black people killing black people. In Chicago, like Southside Chicago and that, like every day, bro. Now they got madness. That's crazy. They got more deaths in Chicago than in flipping Iraq.
It angers me. It's like, so all right, with Black Lives Matter, where's the people calling for that? Like, or in China, like, I don't know if you're aware, like in China, the more Chinese people, they kind of look black. They're Chinese, but they got black features. And it's going to sound like I'm crazy, but you can research it. They imprison them, they slave labor them, and then for some of them, they'll kill them and take their organs. Now, this is, you can go research it if you aren't talking madness. This is true. They do the same to the Chinese Muslims there. Where's like all the justice warriors for that? Like, I know in America police are, like I said, America's different. It's fucked. It's finished. It's condemned. But why do we have to follow that? Like, there needs to be someone here who just wakes people up and say, listen, like, fucking wake up. Like, are you stupid? Stop it.
Do you know what I think it is?
Enough.
I think, like, there's no one, ever since like people like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, Huey P. Newton, all them type of people, ever since they died in like the 60s and the 70s, if you notice, like America, this is just I'm talking on America. I don't know what it was like for this country, but America as a whole, Black America, they saw the fall of all their community leaders. educators, and influencers, social influencers, yeah, they all got assassinated, died, or end up in jail for life. Now, the community no longer have a pillar to look up to and gain some type of formation of living. Because the Black Panthers, they were clothing and feeding children, educated the families, looking after the women in the family, and that's how they were raising their young men. Now all of a sudden, when do you see the rise of the single black female in America?
Well, they had a program. The CIA had a program. It was called. I forget the name of it, but basically there was saying to black families, listen, if you don't have the male figure in your house, we'll give you money.
There you
so
go.
They was encouraging.
There you go.
So like I said, listen, bro,
so
America's finished.
That's where you get the welfare system. Is the benefit system in this country. Have you not noticed? Like, you know, like.
But here, everyone goes and benefit, bro. Like, everyone
benefits, yeah, is a thing now where like people just, you know, there's certain people that just want to live on benefits. I got a neighbor, yeah.
Why do they?
Bro, like, because they think, yeah, life is just going to be easier for them, and they're lazy. They don't want to actually go out and do anything, but they know this country's going to look after them. That's the guarantee that they got. They know.
But I think that's like, we can pass judgment, say they're lazy, but what's made them like that, bro? I think
the country's made them like
exactly.
that.
So I think if there was opportunity, or if there was like a way to make people more confident, yeah. You see, all right, when going back to the school system, when you get a white child, yeah, not like a regular Joe Schmo, like someone from the elite who goes to a very prestigious private school, ends up in Eton and that, when they come out, they're so confident, yeah, that they can take on the world, and they know that position they're going for, either CEO or their own company, or to be a judge, or to be, you know, some highly skilled doctor, whatever. They are so confident, this is my world, I can be what I want. And that makes the biggest difference. That you know, why do you think not a lot of them fuck up, like do some dumb shit when they're young? Because they know they've got things to lose. They're going somewhere.
Yeah.
When you don't have anything to lose, or you have it's confidence. And some people are broken, but they don't know how broken they are. And if you talk to them, they'll probably break down and cry, because they don't know how broken they are, and how broken they've been, and how broken everyone around them is, that they're willing to do something that will change their life forever, i.e. like pick up a knife or whatever they're gonna do. It's such a sad system, man, and I don't even know, like, I wish I had an answer. I think
this is my answer, yeah.
Go on.
Like, white people, white children in this country, a lot of them have inheritance from their dads, families before them. They got a guarantee head start in life in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Like, and I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen people that go to a workplace, yeah, and they start off just like you, but then in a couple of months they're like the manager now, all because one of their family members is a company owner or a shareholder or something like that.
Yeah. And so it's like who you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, this country by design is of that nature.
Okay, so let me pause you then, bro. What's stopping, say, other communities from doing that? I can say Chinese do it, Jewish do it, like Asians, like Pakistanis and Indians, they do it. So what's stopping, say, the black community doing that?
I'll tell you what's stopping the black community that's done that, yeah? The absolute separation of who we are as a people. You know, like, when
your earlier point.
Yeah,
okay.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why we kill each other. Yeah, and it's written in the Willie Lynch theory, bro. Like,
what's that? I don't know what that is,
bro. The Willie Lynch theory, yeah. Go home, and Google it or something.
Okay.
It's like a coded thing, bro. Like, this white person, created to forever have black people against each other. So you know like when we was in slavery, yeah. Okay. They had the house Negro and the field Negro.
Yeah.
And so, like, what they'll do sometimes is they'll get some of the people in the field, like say like a mum and a dad is in the field working. They'll take their children and have them in the house, and then as they grow up, they start becoming jealous of the house Negro. Okay. Because they're like, oh, they're in the yard, they're eating with them, they're respected a bit better. Bro, like even things down to skin complexion, yeah? Fam, if you was lighter skin, you get treated better, but you're still a nigger, but you get treated better than a darker skinned person. Bruv, all these things are written in Willie Lynch, yeah? He's like, as long as we keep these black people separated, conditioned to be separated, but also like hating each other, that's gonna like continue and continue and continue. It's gonna be so indicted into their psyche, yeah? They're not even gonna understand why you're gonna go out there and kill your own brother. Just because. But you see like people like the Indians, Chinese people, all these types of people, yeah, they have like a strong unification because everything about their land, yeah, is about self-preservation. Africans and Africa, I hate to say this, bro, we were taught how to be divided. It was about divide and conquer with us. A lot of Africans in Africa don't even know their own history, because all they know is a European westernized way of living. So they think that for us to survive, we have to look to the Europeans. Why do you think so many of them come here? Why do you think so many of them adopt their belief systems? So much. You know, if you was a Muslim, yeah, you would be a Muslim because you were based on the geographical location of where you were born. Somewhere in the Middle East, you're going to be a Muslim. Why? Because that is the geographical religion of that area. Predominant religion. Yeah. If you're going to be a Christian, you're going to be born in like Europe or America, because that is where that's the lifestyle. Most of them, yeah. If you're going to be a Hindu or whatever, you're going to be born in a certain country, yeah. Bro, in Africa, what is the religion of Africa? Because religion plays a big part of this as well. Okay, so they haven't got one. No, well, they must anymore. There you go. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Because it's been taught out of it. Exactly. So the conditioning, they don't even know who they are anymore as a people. We don't know who we are as a people no more. Hence the reason why there's no. So what? It's like a forgotten history. It's a total forgotten history, bro. But total forgotten. Is it a case of? But you still can find out though. Yeah, you can find out. But do you know how long it's going to take to find out? Think about how long, we've been enslaved, castrated, taken away from ourselves. How many years of engineering was that? That's over thousands of years. It's going to take double the time to reverse that. You see what I'm saying? That's it's like, you know, like if you was born a certain way, and you're born to think and live a certain way, then all of a sudden you become curious about the outside world. You don't know nothing outside of your bubble, and then somebody comes in from the outside, teaches you something new that you might not like because it goes against how you live, but you're still curious. Do you know how long it's going to take for you to unlearn some of the things that you... Bruv, more than most of your life. And that's the condition black people and Africans are in. So then it's gonna take someone to target that 3-year-old. Of course. Of course. So then it takes a village to raise a child. That's the African saying. Yeah. It's truth. It's the truth. The village raised the children, not just the parents. And we have to act as a village. Us as elders, bro, I swear to God, I've always said this about me personally. The minute I start having a family, the minute I get my own house with my wife and my children, we are going to have a study room where we learn about our history, we learn about our culture, we understand who we are as a people, so that when we go out into society, we know who we are. But why keep that to... Again, it's a bit of a separation, man. You say my family, my wife, my kids. Well, why not kind of try to say, all right, I'm gonna find, say, my neighbours or whoever has a child kind of around about my child's age, and say, you know what, you wanna come round mine every evening or whatever you lot can do time wise, and I'm gonna teach you lot about where we're from. Yeah, that's a better way, rather than say everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome to do that. I mean, there might be like a funding for that. Like, you might be able to get like a fund. That might be your calling. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, to me,
you see, someone needs to do it, bro. Like, it doesn't. You can't wait for the next guy to do it. If you got this idea, which I do think is a good idea, yeah, then you could start it. Like, if you read up and you get very like thorough on the history of Africa. I don't know what the religion was before, either Islam or Christian, because they're now it's either Christian or Muslim. So I don't know what it was before that. Yeah. But the other ones, what I'm saying is the mainstream, most people, including black people, don't know what that religion was, or don't know what their culture, don't know what they believed in.
I don't think religion even existed. I think it was just a matter of knowing spirituality and being for Africans. It was more of a oneness with nature. So
but that's a beautiful thing, though. That's a thing that you need to get in contact with.
Yeah, absolutely. Why do you think people go on holiday so much? They don't even realize it. But we go on holiday to be surrounded by pure nature and peace, and to be grounded. You know, like they say, like if you walk on the soil with your bare foot, there's some an energy force, that a positive and a negative energy that combine together with your body and the earth, and it helps to restore your mental health.
I believe that.
And stress levels. It brings it right down. Bro, that's a connection people are not aware of. When Africans, like in Kemet, and I say Kemet because that's the original term. Ethiopia was, all of Africa was just Ethiopia,
Okay.
So when our ancestors were out here and they were practicing their spirituality, bro, the way that they connected to, let's say, the spiritual world is to understand how nature and the universe works. Hence the reason how like they started to read the stars and see like the planet orbiting and stuff like that. You see like how they built the pyramids in line with certain stars, and then there's like, I think it's 2 pyramids and a third smaller one which is slightly out of position, but it's in line with the stars.
Yeah. A lot of people think that the Egyptians now, like the Arabs, built them, but they didn't build them. That was like, now they can't deny no more. It's been weather checked, weather dated, so now it's 10,000 years minimum before they said that there was only 2,000 years old. It's an extra 8,000 years before they estimate, and it's probably even more than that now.
So much knowledge out there, like it's nuts. You can't deny it because our ancestors had language. The way language was transcribed, it was written in walls. When you go to Egypt, you will see on in the pyramids and stuff, there's written documentation of, you know, what they wanted to, what they were speaking about, and the pharaohs, the people that at the time, there's that documentations of like who this person was, when they were born, what they did throughout their lives, when they died, and then when they're buried, they were buried like, see the
records.
So the top of the pyramid to the stars was they had to symbolize it in the fact that this is where your soul ascends into heaven.
Wow. You
see what I'm saying? That's where this concept comes from of heaven, hell. But hell was created by the Romans, the Catholic Church, to control the minds of the people, to make them feel like they have to be under one rule with them. You see what I'm saying? That's why like religion always promotes this heaven and hell nonsense, bro. Like if you don't do this, or if you don't belong to our, you know, religious gang, then you're gonna go to hell and burn for eternity. Bro, hell, what is hell? Do you know what I mean, bro? Like it's all mad, fam. You can't say all of that stuff and then tell me in the same breath that the God that's gonna judge you is like a merciful God, loves you, knew you from before you were born, knew everything that you were gonna do in life, chose to create you, and then is now gonna ascend you to hell for something he decided to do. And why is it a he? You know what I mean? Like there's so much like question marks, fam. This is why Africans are so backwards, because they don't understand this concept and they're not being taught it, and it's a lost history. But once you start going back to Kemet, Egypt,
Kemet is
Egypt.
Is Egypt.
Yeah.
And what was that, like a great city?
It was the greatest civilization on earth to this day.
Yeah.
There's not been a greater civilization, point blank.
What about the Sumerians? You know about them?
No.
Okay. You know, we're gonna have to, you know,
another topic for another day, innit?
Yeah. Only definitely. Because I'm running out of battery.
That's cool.
But before we leave this, we're gonna end it here. But this has been amazing. Like, I didn't expect it to go into this, but like I told you on the phone, we could end up talking about aliens. Yeah, because that's just how these thought boxes go, bro. Like, for the crowd, it's been wicked.
Blessings, love, and peace.
That's
always.
it. That's what it's about. Subscribe, comment, like, share. If you dare, wrap up. Yeah, no, it's been a wicked one. He's been him. I've been me. Take care.
Peace.
Done.
If I could bring anyone back from the dead, the only person that I'd think I'll bring back is Tupac. I just think he is socially so needed right now in terms of everything that's going on. And yeah, we miss that type of character on this planet. Alright, so what two people would I take to Mars, yeah, against their will for the rest of my life? I think straight off the back, I'll take my ex-girlfriend. She was the love of my life, and yeah, I'll take her off the back. Secondly, I'll probably take somebody like someone famous, like Meg Thee Stallion, just because so peng. If a genie offered me 40 mil in cash or world peace, I'd take world peace. Because I just think that if you got world peace, yeah, you can't buy that. That's priceless. I think if everybody was at peace, then we wouldn't really think about money too much. Because £40 million over the world is worthless. It's actually not even a lot of money like that when you think about it and compare it to what the world means and what peace means. Yeah, there's certain things money can't buy. That's one of them. So I'd rather live in a world where everybody was at peace than live in a world where we're scraping for money and trying to make ends meet and one person's got 40 million cash. More money, more problems.